Okay, hello everybody and welcome back to another Holland Campbell live stream. Ladies and gentlemen. Oh gosh. Ladies and gentlemen, it is a little bit of a special night for a couple reasons. One, because it is playoffs week 1, and 2, because I have a special guest up here with me, Roland.
Hi.
Would you like to introduce yourself? Now is the opportunity.
Hello, my name is Roland. I am in Division 1. I don't know what to say.
No, you're all good, yes. Like Roland said, he is the Division 1 player. One of the teams that unfortunately was unable to qualify for playoffs, but that's okay, because now you get to come up here and cast with me and have some fun.
Yeah.
So obviously once the games gets going, we're going to get started here, but Roland, I'm going to personally ask you to take a step outside of the booth for a second, because right now you're a floating head. So Coach Andrew's going to put one of the jerseys on you.
Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, you know how it is. We like to have fun here. And sometimes things just don't go the way we plan to, but that is okay. And we have some amazing Fortnite to watch for you tonight. Sorry, just trying to get the push to my phone so I can read all your guys' lovely messages. Roland, welcome back. Now that we can see your body, now that you're not just a head, which of course is always great to see. Roland, now, this is your first time in the booth, so I know you're not going to be used to things up here, and that's okay. We're just going to have some fun. We're just going to talk, see what is going on in the games we have to watch. Now, Roland, I'm going to introduce the teams to everyone that we're going to watch, but this is also going to be a little bit of an introduction to you. You might know some of these players. You might be friends with some of them. Some of them you might not exactly know, but that's okay. So, our primary team, the team we'll be watching the most, is the Chefs. That team is composed of Jack and Jordan, a.k.a. Chef Jack and Ravine. Our secondary team, the team we're watching here and there a little bit, is Guff. And that team is composed of Lachlan and Eli, a.k.a. Shammy and E the Bean. Our third team, the team we're checking in on, see how they're doing, is the GOATs. And that team is composed of Brady, a.k.a. Beal Mace, and Nick, a.k.a. Mel. And finally, most certainly not least, though, is our fourth team, the Mismatched Sox. And that team is composed of Cohen, a.k.a. Split Potato, and Easton, a.k.a. Holland Campbell 16. So, not Cohen, oh my gosh. So, Roland, can you talk to me a little bit about your experience with some of these teams, maybe some of these players, and what it means to be a student here at Holland Campbell?
So, the first question about teams. Easton and Cohen, I'm good friends with, especially Easton.
Okay.
Brady and Jack, I know on the Zero Build team too, because I also compete for Zero Build.
Yep.
I think we're like 13th or 14th place.
Okay. That's not bad by any means. Not bad by any means, brother. Well, I suspect, and actually, I should say, you're a Division I player, so you know what these play stacks are going to look like. You know what it's like to be in the shoes, if you will, of some of the players who are going to watch tonight. And obviously, some of the pressure and everything that comes with that. So, at some point, we're probably going to ask about that. I'm not going to do it right now because, well, we have the drop starting. So, we're going to switch on over to the news here for you guys. And we're going to start off this lovely drop one of week one of playoffs with the Chefs. And Roland, like I said before, if there's anything that you ever want to point out, anything you ever want to comment on, don't hesitate to talk about it. Again, at the end of the day, we're just having a conversation about the gameplay we're watching.
I noticed that they dropped very early. I don't know how that's going to affect their game.
Yeah, you're definitely worried about that. Very early drop here. Maybe it's going to go to a single house.
So, never mind.
Seemingly a lot of people around them, though, so it'll be really interesting to see kind of how they handle this drop rotation. You have to think that this drop spot was probably planned a little unlucky on the bus line in terms of these guys' drop spot, but
yeah, most likely. But seems to be working out so far, as they have movement, a shotgun, and an AR.
Absolutely.
That's the only way to find out if you shoot it. But there's also the chat.
They're just looting up right now.
Yep.
We could just go and
They might struggle with mats a little bit. I'm a little concerned, depending on where they go from this point, how they're going to get mats. If there's just not a lot in this area, but maybe they know more about the game than I do, and by that I mean they absolutely know more about the game than I do, and probably have that covered.
So this area has a lot of brick and metal. There isn't that much wood. There isn't that much wood, but I think they'll find a way to get it. I've seen them play it before. They're really good, so they'll find a way. Looks like they're both getting shield right now.
And realistically, I mean, if you had to choose a resource to not get, I would say wood is probably the one that you don't want to get, just because it's the easiest to find. It's also the weakest, so.
They got extremely lucky with two legendary chests right next to each other.
And both already at 200, so.
Nice.
This is a very aggressive team, though. It wouldn't surprise me if we see some engagements early on.
We have actually been killed by them before, so.
Oh, a little unlucky.
They are very aggressive.
You talked about lucky that they got two rare chests right next to each other. They actually had a third there as well, so these guys really loving their drop spot. Took a little bit of a gamble, and it is paying off for them.
It does look like they are a little bit low on mats, especially brick, less than 100.
These guys just have to play smart games here. Roland, you might not know, but these guys in a really good spot, not only for where they ended up in the regular season to now put themselves in a good spot in the playoffs here, but also in a really good spot for ESC qualification. I think they're 11th in the power rankings right now, so those guys, as long as they have solid drops, I can't say guaranteed because they're not guaranteed, but are putting themselves very good chances to be able to go to that event.
Yeah, I mean, they've won lots of banners. I know that, so. If I had to guess, like, out of every team here, they would probably be the one I would bet to go to Florida most.
Well, if you were a bet man, you would be correct on that bet.
Yeah.
These guys are in the best shape to go to Florida, so. Even though we saw a lot of players drop pretty quickly with them, it doesn't seem like we're seeing a lot of players so far, so maybe just a little fortunate in the side of Jack and Jordan here, although ask and you shall receive as they do spot players right across the reach.
I'm also kind of surprised because they seem to go towards South Studios, which is another pretty populated spot during mid-game.
And I
Looks
think
like
we
they're
saw a little bit of a messed up overdrive here made there from Jack. I think he went a little behind him, but threw it in front of him and shot himself back. So
I hate when that happens.
luckily, not too much of a penalty. As he was able to
Yeah.
get out.
And should almost be at 200 already.
But used a lot of those overdrive games. I mean, down to 2 already after having a full
Yeah.
6. So.
That's not even lag. I'm also have that. I also have that. I'm at 300 FPS. I'm not 5
Well, these guys kind of recollect from their first engagement. We're actually going to switch teams here. We're going to go and see what Guff is up to and see how those guys are doing early in their drop 1. Again, for those of you just tuning in, this team, Guff, is composed of Lachlan and Eli. So really interesting to see how these guys are doing so far in this drop. These guys already have some kills, so maybe playing a little bit more aggressive.
Think actually like a man.
Looks like they dropped near Fission. I honestly forget what the name of the location is.
That's all right.
I don't
know
drop
it
there. Another very populated spot, though.
Looks like they're going to use the redeploy here just to kind of get themselves in a little bit of a better position. I don't actually think they wanted to do that, but
I mean, it worked out because they're going to an area with a lot more loot.
absolutely. And so far, they haven't been contested, so no bullets
No, not
falling
even
through the
once.
sky. Separated at this point. Could use a regroup here. It looks like they do for the most part.
They have a really good loadout right now with a legendary pistol, rare shotgun, rotation, and lots of heals.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, these guys, I think, maybe together have better loadouts than we saw Jack and Jordan have, even with the 3 rare chests. So
Yeah.
maybe luck playing a little bit more on Guff's side than it did the Chefs. And we haven't seen any combat yet, which is a little uncharacteristic of the stream up here. Is typically we're like a magnet for it, but neither the Chefs or Guff has had engagement while they've been spectating. So let's hope that changes. obviously fights are more fun to watch. I'm sure they're more fun to play, Roland. Oh,
As soon as we said it.
asking you shall receive. Maybe I'm just the caster of legend that predicts the game before it happens.
It looks like there are 2 teams on him. There's one towards the mountain and one down with them.
We saw Eli hit the 129 shot. I'm really able
Yeah.
to realize much from it. They buy some time to heal up themselves.
They seem to both be about 150, which should be good for this fight. And they are now full with the slapperoni pizza.
I wonder how many slices were left in that pizza. I feel like I might have been thrown a little preemptively.
Yeah, maybe. I think they could have pulled off the fight and the rotation with only 150 health, and they had the chug jug, which they could have used for a bit.
Absolutely. They could have gone out and used the chug jug, but they
And keep the slapperoni pizza, which does like 40. Although the slapperoni pizza does give you the slap effect, which would be good for rotating.
that is true. That is a very valid point.
Looks like they just rotated to a already looted gas station, but have bought some rotation items and heals.
Looks like maybe they're going to use an overdrive there just to waste one, essentially, so that way no other player can pick up that grenade.
Often what you would do with jug barrels too. Almost fell off that cliff. That would have been very bad.
Looks like here we have some teams shooting across the way at each other.
It looks like they're trying a third party.
Except
But
they
they
might be a third party.
Yeah, they seem to be in the middle of 2 fights.
Good shots there from Eli. He's even around 50.
I played with Eli before. He got like 10 kills. I got 0. He just obliterated.
I thought we were going to maybe try and collapse on that one team that was below them, but they just decided to rotate out here. Not wanting to maybe make a mistake and give up an early exit. I mean, this team knows that they need solid drops here to not only potentially have a chance to do well in the playoffs, but also to increase their standings in ESC qualification. Now, these guys in a little bit of a worse spot compared to the Chefs. These guys are, I believe, power ranked at number 21. So, still, as of now, I believe they are qualified, but being that low of a spot, pretty much anything can happen, so these guys need to have as good a draw as they can to try and increase or not stay where they're at.
Seem to be looking around, seeing what fights are going on and where they should rotate. Because I think they really want to rotate at this moment, because there's people rebooted, ripping fights all around them. And they can only go one way because they're on a wall.
Absolutely.
And the overdrive grenades cannot break walls or builds.
Yep. And that circle is closing quickly too, so the circle might also depend on where they go to rotate, or I should say which direction they choose to rotate. And a little unlucky on that circle pole, as it's far away.
Although they each have tons of overdrive.
We're going to see one get used there, but used very effectively this time as he's able to hit those ones and send them in the right direction.
With a nice bunny hop, too.
Looks like they're just going to get in some builds here and kind of hunker down. Although that one took a little bit of damage. I don't know exactly what's from. I'm assuming that made a rotate, but...
Yeah, I did see footsteps near the, I think it was an airplane, or not airplane, hot balloon, hot air balloon drop. So they could have gotten shot from there. Seems like in every direction there's kids.
Keep an eye on the sky, if you will. Just try and survey the map, get an idea of what's going on around them. They're actually in a really solid position. They're right up against that wall, so no one can really flank these guys. They could come from the wall, but that's a whole different point.
Looks like there's a team right next to them doing the exact same thing.
Do you know what magnetic is? The K-pop magnetic? Where you think you're going? Let's see Katie's hair. That's not Katie's hair.
Looks like they're rotating over. Okay, they are in a fight, and Eli has taken about 70 damage for shield. Healing up right now.
Okay, sorry y'all. I think maybe we're having some technical difficulties. Hopefully that fixed it. Obviously, keep an eye on it to see if that did, but Roland stepping up big here, trying to keep you guys informed on what's going on. Just trying to fix those issues, so appreciate you, Roland.
They keep getting really unlucky with the storm. So they have to rotate really far. So the pattern has been just boxing up at every storm. Because they keep taking damage from other teams.
Okay.
Plus they haven't gotten too many kills.
Yes. And these circles are getting small quick. There's still 43 players left in total, so.
It's a snowboard team. I think this is my new I actually, she's snowboarding.
Well, luckily they're 800 damage above the threshold.
Absolutely. Actually, talking about kills, I'm trying to find one to decide just to calm down.
Guys, do battery up, battery up. We already knew that.
Oh, big shotgun shot there.
Yeah,
Didn't see exactly how much damage it did, but
definitely a big one.
there's just this is when the pressure gets high. Even as a viewer, 38 people left. I mean, this circle is tiny. The next one is about to start moving here, even smaller. It's just so hard to kind of keep it cool when there's that many people in such a condensed area
Yeah.
of the map.
I've watched videos like that where FNCS qualifiers doing this, and in endgame, so I could study off them for endgame.
Absolutely.
It looked exactly like this.
Oh my gosh. We just see 3 people run across our screens there. I don't think any damage got taken on any of them, but there's a 4th.
Yeah, there was a lot of damage on one. They're using their builds as bridges.
Absolutely. Ooh, a good kill there from Eli, though.
It's 3 kills for their team now. It's definitely going to help them out. Although Eli has taken about 30 damage in the storm, which is not helpful.
Robin's taking a bit as well, so hopefully these guys are able to regroup and heal up. And the regroup happens. And the heal up happens. Still a lot of that charge left.
Some great bridging.
I'm so cool. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't even kill you. I'm gonna be completely honest with you. I didn't even kill you.
Alright, y'all. After this game, we're gonna take a little step away. We're having some mic issues, so I'm gonna try and fix those for you guys. So I'll do my best. Obviously, there's no guarantees I can do anything, but I don't really know what's going on. Check everything and everything looked good, so I'll just continue to poke around, see what I can find. But for now, hopefully you guys can just hang in there with us as we watch the rest of this drop.
An amazing kill from Eli.
Huge kill from Eli, although Lachlan gets knocked and now eliminated, so
It is a solo battle. Another kill.
from Eli.
This is what it was like when we played together. It's just him killing everyone. But he did get trapped in the storm and took a hefty amount of damage.
It's going to take that refresh, though, which is massive. Has no mats, though.
No mats.
This
This is going to be a hard game. If he gets this kill, though, it could be really useful. Oh, and he gets the kill.
Not a lot of
Not a lot.
Some is better than none.
Yeah. He's had pretty much the same loadout the entire game.
Absolutely.
His entire team
Oh
just
my
walked over
gosh.
him. The master of just hiding and then fragging up.
Here, I'll spray.
Oh my gosh. Eli flying out of his mind right now. 7 players left. 6 not coming, Eli.
I didn't do a single damage.
If he can clutch this up, that would be insane. No! That's still insane though.
They
was a
captured hers.
I'd got 3 kills as just a solo.
What a performance there from Eli at the end of that.
Yeah, amazing.
To really just stay calm and able to find 3 kills by himself is massive. So
Yeah.
absolutely huge. But Roland, we're gonna take a little break away, a little step away. I'm gonna try and fix these mic issues, and then we'll be back. So
Understand.
stay tuned, y'all. We'll be back for some more Fortnite action momentarily. Okay. Oh.
It would be better if we could see.
Yes, you are right. We are back. We are back. Sorry, y'all. I know there was some stuff going on with the BRB. Trying to fix some technical difficulties, but we're back now. Hopefully mics are better. Guys, please let us know if the mics are better or if they're worse or what I need to do. So just bear with us. Do our best to kind of hang in there. Roland, welcome back. How are you feeling after the break?
The exact same.
The exact same. Hey, fair enough, brother. Fair
It's good,
enough.
though.
It sure is.
It's
You're
good.
right. You're right. It sure is. See, we have some more people in the chat. Welcome in, y'all. How are we doing? I hope everybody's doing well. We have some amazing Fortnite to watch. We saw a little bit of the chefs at the beginning there, and we saw Guff had a phenomenal drop. 5th place with 4 kills, 5 somewhere.
No, it was like so I think I saw. So I
There
saw
was 2
one from Lachlan and 6 from.
Was it really that many?
I thought I saw
okay.
6.
Wow. Well,
I could be.
Either way, a decent amount of kills. Either way.
Yeah.
So
Lots.
Roland, and I wanna ask you personally a little bit about what you thought of the gameplay that we saw from specifically Eli and Lachlan.
I thought everything looked great, but I thought the drops were a little close to the. Not necessarily close to the. Like. The bus route, but like very big drop spots.
Okay.
Like that everyone wants to go to.
Absolutely.
Like I forget the names of all the new drops.
It's all right.
I have
It's all right.
no clue. What used to be classified canyons is super populated.
Well, and we saw, especially when we look at the terms of Jack and Jordan, because we watched their drop, and those guys dropped super early, which we were a little nervous about, and turned it around for the most part, but obviously had a hectic end game. So we're gonna start with the chefs again. We're gonna watch a little bit more of their drop this time. Try to get through, see some of the other teams that we're watching. Obviously, you guys know we do our best up here, but we go with the punches, and seems like they're about to drop. So Roland, let's tune in to some Fortnite action. Perspective here, and it looks like I think they're gonna do the same thing again.
Yep, they're doing the same exact thing. I mean, if it worked out last time, might as well do it again. Looks like the best route was almost the exact same.
Yeah, I don't know if I think these guys are just getting a little unlucky. Perfect, and it sounds like the mics are working again. So thank you guys so much for keeping us updated on that. Oh, my water, so far away.
Oh no.
Although I do anticipate that they are not going to get as lucky this time. 3 rare chests. I don't think is going to happen
that was
again.
Absurd. I've gotten like 1, maybe 2 right next to each other. Never more than 2.
Yeah, the fact that these guys saw 3 pretty much in a line is pretty insane. And we actually see an early knock and elimination here from Jordan. So
Yeah.
That's a good way to kind of jumpstart your run here.
At least 1 point.
And Roland, from the player perspective, when you and Parker land and you guys are able to get an early kill, is that something that you guys use as momentum for the rest of the drop? Is that something you guys are maybe a little bit more on high alert because of that? Can you talk to me a little bit about essentially what that kill means to this team?
Well, usually if you get just 1 kill, there's always a second teammate.
Mm-hmm.
So you have to be really alert. If you kill an entire team, you need to be less alert. But if there's 1 team, there's usually going to be a second. Like, look. If you see, there's a whole nother duo on them.
Yeah, absolutely. And now these guys
Obliterated, vaporized them.
are able to pick up, I think, the partner of that first player that they eliminated. But there is, like Roland said, there is another duo. So maybe we're just going to see you rotate out from Jack and Jordan. Maybe they're going to try and be a little cocky here and get an engagement on.
Yeah. The only problem with being cocky is that if you lose the fight, then you
You pay the
you
price.
don't get you lose.
Yep, yep.
I mean, Parker and I generally play more defensively.
Mm-hmm.
Like we often don't get we get 1 or 2 kills usually per match, not too many, but we often get high. We try to get high placement.
Absolutely.
Like usually try to get top 20, at least.
And nothing wrong with that play style by any means. And nothing wrong with the way Jack and Jordan play the game. Obviously, it's just nice because we're seeing the different play styles here. You know, obviously hearing from you and seeing you and Parker a little bit during the regular season, how you guys play compared to the aggressive teams like the Chefs, like Guff, that are used to getting engagements and getting those kills and kind of using them as confidence boosters.
We seem to have tons of brick and kind of low on their other materials, especially wood. But if I had to only get one material the entire game, it would be brick, because it's really easy to get and way sturdier than wood.
Mm-hmm. Looks like they're going to launch pad out here, so these guys still have to be aware of that other duo. They could be anywhere at this point, which means they could be across the map by now, but they could also be very close. So you guys do have to be a little bit more on edge than a normal team would.
Looks like they just pulled a chug jug, which will be amazing for endgame.
And alright, well, these guys aren't in combat. We're going to switch. I promise this time we're going to do a little better. We're not going to get stuck on Guff because I'm actually going to skip Guff. We're going to go check in on what the goats are doing, watch them for a minute or two, and see how they're doing in this drop too. Oh, a little heartbreaking here as we tune in at the end of their drop as we see them get 37th there. So we will just bounce to the next team, which is the Mismatched Socks. And oh, it looks like their drop also took an early exit. So we will just we'll go to Guff. Let's see how those guys are doing. Go to Guff for a minute or two and see how those guys are doing. Definitely want to highlight some more of the Chefs though, so don't worry, they will be back.
Hope they like Guff.
And it looks like here we tuned in at the right time because we get to see an engagement.
Looks like they just got an elimination.
Yep.
Unfinished left.
They find the finish. Lachlan is the one that takes the refresh there. Ooh, good shot from Lachlan.
With only one bullet too.
Oh, Lachlan though, shot from the side. Don't know exactly where. He needs to be careful. He's down to 40 health.
I think he should fully box up because if he got shot from the other direction, you never know. Oh, he is taking storm damage, which cannot be healed by the flowberry. So, that is... Oh, there's a conveniently placed medkit.
Right on the side of the mountaintop. It's a little lucky for Lachlan that he didn't miss that medkit because he could have gone all the way down.
It's nice they popped that flowberry because there would be no way for him to get out.
Mm-hmm.
Because there's a 0% chance you survive that drop.
And they are getting held into this storm here. Now, luckily, it doesn't do a lot of damage yet, but never a position you really want to be in.
Yeah. Me and Parker. Oh. I guess they just only...
A great kill there, so.
Yeah. But when me and Parker get stuck in the storm, there is usually we would get
Mm-hmm.
which sucks. Obviously.
Absolutely. All right, well, I think Guff is going to rotate, try to get back into the circle. So we're going to go back to the Chefs, and hopefully those guys are still hanging in there.
Yeah.
And it looks like they are. We have
Still have that chug jug.
Yep. Chef Jack's loadout, I just want to take a moment here. Very aggressive, not anything really mid to long range. Just has that, what is that, the SMG and the shotgun. Other than that,
Yeah.
just some movement and heals, so.
Isn't it like the Thunder SMG or something?
I think so. It's a little hard to read because of the resolution we're seeing on the stream from Jack, but.
Yeah.
And he keeps switching off of it. So that means I really can't read it.
It looks like they're trying to get this drop as soon as it lands. Or they could be trying to use it as bait, but either way.
Gonna use a little bit of the dead time here just to mat up a little bit.
Probably a good idea.
Don't know what Jordan's mats look like, but Jack's are solid for the most part.
Pretty solid. Not too much metal, but can't find metal many places anyways. Ooh, a nice purple nemesis, I think that is.
Yes, could read that one. Jack instantly switches that out for his SMG. We saw Jordan take some loot from that care package drop, whatever you want to call it, as well.
Looks like a team is healing in a box right next to them.
I feel like I just showed my age with that comment. Called it a care package. Ooh. Call of Duty days, y'all. They're coming back to me. Just decide to get out of dodge here. Don't want to put themselves in a bad position. As the player count is a ticking down, this storm gets smaller and smaller. Oh no. Tragedy struck as Jordan gets eliminated here. We don't know exactly what happened, but him and Jack not together, so now Jack's going to have a lot to do on his own here.
Now, solos do sometimes work out, but oftentimes it can lead to a bad placement.
Looks like just going to play a little conservatively. Now, I do want to mention that Jack does have plenty of gold to buy Jordan back, so he doesn't need to rush over there and get the card, but does have to successfully get to and secure a reboot for all that to happen.
Which would be very hard, especially in playoffs. If it was hard in tournaments, it would be even harder in playoffs.
Absolutely. Although Jack has a nice little position here, kind of in the middle of circle. Doesn't really have to go anywhere quite yet.
Once again, he does have the chug jug, so if he does get into a box or something, he can always chug up. Rotating to one of my favorite drop spots while playing casual, so just regular battle royale, not tournaments.
And looks like he does get there. He is going to buy this card. Will he get it off, though, is the real question.
Looks like he's considering it right now, if he wants to do it right now or wait for later.
And that is right on the edge of the circle here, so
everyone who is stuck in the storm is rotating right towards him, which could be a problem. He could always try and find one in storm, as storm does not do too much damage right now.
Yep.
Should do either 1 or 2 tick.
Looks like he's going for it.
All right.
He's very close. I think he's going to get it off.
You should pop the flowberry with him and then use the overdrive to maybe get out, as it'll give him extra room.
He does get it off, but Jordan lands into a firing squad.
Oh my god. That's the most amount of bullets I've ever seen fired at someone.
And Jack takes a lot of damage as well, down to 30.
The flowberry Oof.
Down to 19.
It's really intense. He's panicking. Stairs. Popping the full barrel.
Just trying to use some natural cover here, but in a really tough position.
But he looks like he pulls it off, and he's almost 200.
Does get all that health back. Like you just said, Jordan rolling around. We can see it in a little perspective. Jordan now finally eliminated, so.
Poor Jordan. He is stuck in a... Oh, he wasn't really stuck in it, but... Good opportunity to rotate out of there. Oh, but there's a kid right there.
And he is fully out of movement items now. So anything that he has to do is either going to be by foot or he's going to have to get a kill.
Looks like he's just going to slide down the mountain with the chug jug. I think he actually already was in this house.
He sure was. He's going to pick up some corn and some cabbage.
Really good for in-storm healing, as it does small amounts pretty quickly.
Takes a lot of damage from that fall, though.
Oh, with the conveniently placed slurps. Should also give him some more mats. He is completely out of wood.
Finds the skyline redeployer, which typically not a great movement item, but in this situation really helps him here.
Very lucky chest drop.
Jack able to keep the hopes alive, at least for now. But I would anticipate a very different game style of what we are used to seeing from Jack and Jordan. As Jack is pretty much just going to have to play safe, play for placement at this point.
We're going to the 6th circle right now.
Yep.
So, definitely the start of endgame. Seems to be closing into the 7th. Oh, and right behind him.
Oh, and he goes down to 26 and can't get out as the chefs are eliminated.
No.
And now we will go to the last dream team of Guff and see if they're still alive. And it looks like they are.
What if Guff was the team that killed the chefs?
That would have been really funny, actually. Doesn't look like that's the case, but
Yeah. There needs to be a game where they just go into an epic showdown. The final 2v2.
oh, the water slowing down some momentum here. But Guff in a really solid position here.
He does have a bad iron pump, which is not helping. But with the legendary combat AR, from a distance, he could do some nice fragging.
Absolutely. Oh, see the team underneath them. Decide if they want to take that engagement or not.
And they start taking the engagement. Behind them, there is a team rotating.
Just peppering these builds, trying to get some damage.
Looks like the other team is healing up.
Not a lot of heals, at least in Lachlan's loadout. Let's take a little peek see in Eli's and see what he's rocking with. Eli loadout a little bit more balanced here, a little bit fuller, if you will.
Looks like they just walked into a gigantic fight. So they should be really careful around here.
Yep. You know, one of the things that this team does so well is just rotate to where a circle is going so quickly, but also so effectively. Although, as I was talking about it a little bit, they do get caught out, take a little bit of damage. Eli going to have to use some resources here to get back to 150.
He's dead. He's absolutely dead. I say if he gets to be brought up.
And I believe this is an enemy build right next to them, so... Oh, it is. Really keeping an eye on that.
Looks like in the last couple minutes, it's the player count has like divided by or half.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, a huge elim there from Eli.
That was satisfying to watch. Oh, but it looks like he has been cracked. Good thing he has a mini and a med kit just in case, but those are his only rules.
And he's able to get all the way back over to Lachlan. I don't know how much loot they actually got from that other than maybe some mats and some ammo, but huge kill there for these guys.
The only problem is they have 0 height on anyone. They're at the very bottom, which means they could easily be sniped
Absolutely.
by someone.
And I think they might have heard you, as it looks like they decide to go for at least a little bit of height.
I hope they heard us. I
Actually,
need them to go for height.
I think they did hear you because they are taking a fight here, trying to get high ground.
Looks like he's been knocked down to about 50.
Lachlan, though, I think actually has height secured. No, the
Amazing
team...
height. And is stealing the flowberry.
Lachlan's going to get back up to 200.
Wow. But Storm is coming close, so they're going to have to skybase. But he has almost no mats.
And Eli gets a kill. Unfortunately not able to see it because we were watching Lachlan's perspective, but 16 players left. 14 not counting
With
Guff.
with height on everyone, too.
Absolutely. Although Lachlan gets shot down a little bit. And some madness going on in this end game. We have some more technical issues. It's, of course, just our luck here, but that's all right. Luckily, not enough to impact the ability to talk and listen, so... Although Lachlan gonna be the one that gets knocked here. And this is a similar position that we've seen Eli in before. 4 players left, 3 not counting Eli.
Man.
And Eli doing his absolute best to stay alive here. 3 players left. He's in a 1v2, I believe. Can Eli secure the victory? No. And that was actually, it was a 1v1v1. A little heartbreaking there for Lachlan and Eli, but those guys able to secure a 3rd place with a bunch of kills. Unfortunately, headset not working. I think geez, I think it might be dead. That's all right. We go with the punches. Luckily, Roland, you don't need the headset to hear me. So, can you talk to me a little bit, just very briefly, what we saw in that end game from not only Lachlan and Eli, but especially Eli there in drop 2?
I don't know if they heard us, but as soon as I said they needed height, they went to the very top and secured the height, which is what got them the third place not win, but third place.
Absolutely. And really just, yeah, like you said, I mean, coincidence, I don't know. Did they hear us? I don't know, but a massive finish for those guys. And, well, Roland, it was a pleasure and honor having you up here with me. I'm going to have you step away for a little bit while we do some post-game interviews, and hopefully you'll be back up here, maybe co-casting with me in the future.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you so much, brother.
Thanks for having me up.
Of course.
Bye.
All right. Let's see if I hate when we have issues live on the air. See if maybe we can get an interview going here. I'm not going to be able to fix the headset. I don't think it's it. I think it disconnected from our audio interface. So I'm not going to be able to fix that live on the air, y'all. So just going to have to deal with one person not having a headset, but that's okay. Let's see if maybe we can get Lachlan up here. Maybe. He's over there yip yapping right now. And looks like we are going to be able to get Lachlan in here. Lachlan, unfortunately, the headset having some issues, so you're not going to be able to hear me through the headset.
All right.
So if you can hear me with the headset on, that's fine.
Yeah, I can.
Wow, what 2 drops that we saw from you guys. Can you talk to me a little bit about how things went in those drops?
The one thing, our communication was like insane. That's one thing I definitely saw. And then and like we just like took fights together and like it worked out mostly. There's only like a few things we kind of like did wrong, but it was.
Yeah, I mean, obviously no drop is ever perfect, but when we talk about 2 top-tier drops and realistically the style of drops that you guys needed to really boost yourselves back up into solid qualification for ESC, a 5th and a 3rd are massive with a boatload of kills on each. So can you talk to me a little bit about the confidence that you guys are feeling after a night like tonight?
Oh, the confidence is just like we don't want to be like egotistical, but like after that,
Feeling good.
we're feeling pretty good. I can definitely speak for Eli. He's definitely feeling good.
Absolutely. And finally, Lachlan here. Seems like we've had this conversation before, and I'm sure we're going to have it again. You guys dealt with some consistency issues, had some hiccups throughout the regular season, but bounced back and really have turned it on, and now are back potentially in qualification for ESC. Can you talk to me a little bit about what this season has been for you guys and the journey that has taken place?
It's definitely been a few like downs and stuff, like ups and downs, you know. But right now it's up, so we feel great and we're excited to try to qualify.
Absolutely.
So,
well, Lachlan, thank you so much for your time, and I'm sure we will. We'll hear from you again.
yep. All right. Thank you.
Thank you. All right, now we're gonna get Eli up in the booth, and he is definitely feeling good. Eli, unfortunately, the headset's broken, so I wouldn't put it on. But Eli, I know you're feeling good, but can you try to put those feelings into words for us a little bit?
Just about both of our games.
Absolutely.
I mean, the first game, with the 5th, 7 kills, that was probably one of our best games we've had this whole season. I mean, it's perfect for our first week. It's probably one of the best starts we could have had, besides 2 wins, but you can't change that. But I mean, just clutching up from top 17 to a 5th place is crazy. I mean, Lachlan got a bit unlucky there. We tried taking height both games. We did it well in the second game, but man, we just kept getting pushed by that one guy. Ended up finishing him, but I was just shambles. Nothing I could have done there.
Yeah, and I want to talk, looking back at the first game, Lachlan goes, not early by any means, but kind of early in the aspect of that late game, and you were able to turn it on, really, essentially, able to clutch out 3 kills there by yourself. So can you talk to me, excuse me, can you talk to me a little bit about not only what was going through your mind, but also what Lachlan was doing in that time to make sure that you were firing on all cylinders?
Lachlan was just talking to me. He was talking to me. He wasn't screaming at me. He was just communicating well. One thing I would say is he just shouldn't be dying there. I mean, we rotated up, and I mean, he did hit 100 on one guy, I'm pretty sure, but then he just got max bomb because of the shotgun's just the shotgun is really too OP. You're not safe.
Absolutely.
But I mean, Lachlan couldn't have done anything really worse there. I mean, kind of distracted them. I just hit both of them. I killed both of them, but.
And finally, I asked Lachlan the same question, but I want to hear your opinion on it. This season has been a journey for you guys, through some ups, through some downs. Now you guys are back on the road to hopefully have successful ESC qualification and be able to go to Florida. So can you talk to me a little bit about the journey of the season and what it means for you?
I mean, our first few weeks were amazing, and then I had to take 3 weeks off. Then we kind of plummeted. But then we came back for the playoffs. We had a good consistency. I feel like we were talking well. We were rotating well. It's just I feel like what we changed the most today is taking a break. We went into every end game before just stuttering, just like sprinting, like just trying to get everything done immediately, absolutely as quick as we can. But now I just feel like we just calmed down. I mean, we took like 2 seconds. We weren't screaming at each other. We took 2 seconds, like, hey, yo, call for height. We go for height. We don't get it. It's fine. I just play as a solo. Or we take height, and then we play height well. We get a few kills on height. As you can see, I was lasering everybody.
Yeah, absolutely.
But, I mean, we couldn't have done anything really better besides win both games today.
True. I couldn't agree more. Well, Eli, congratulations on some massive drops tonight. I have a good feeling you guys will shoot up in the power rankings and hopefully be able to secure a spot in ESC. And then, of course, that's a whole different conversation. But congratulations on tonight. Come back next week ready to lock in and go. And, well, until then, we'll see you later.
Thank you, man.
Of course, thank you. All right, and now we're going to get the man himself. Good old Coach Kyle. He's getting a little bit of hyped up off stream as he gritties on stream. Coach Kyle, unfortunately, the headset is not working.
Whatever, it's for show.
So, okay, that works.
I can wear it like a cyborg.
You could.
Could be like
Absolutely.
an X-Men now. Hello, everyone. All right, well, I guess I'll take it off then. That's all right. I can hear you just fine.
Hey,
Coach Christian, how you doing, man?
Hey, I'm great. How are you doing? After some
Fantastic.
phenomenal Fortnite.
Freaking-tastic. What do you want to talk about first?
I want to talk about.
How do we want to run this?
You know, let's. We're gonna start with the negative here, and then
Sure.
and then switch to the
Let's work with
positive.
the negatives.
Jack and Jordan, just not themselves tonight.
I don't know what. I think a lot of it is that Jordan's just not here physically, right? There's, I don't know, those of you who survived the COVID years as a remote
Absolutely.
education, perhaps you guys know the deal. It's a little bit different when it's all remote, and
Absolutely.
it's exactly what it felt like tonight. The energy just was not the same energy, and that happens unfortunately. I think drop one, I think they played the best drop they could have played, and I think I actually told them both, I'm like, I know you guys aren't satisfied with how that drop went, but I was like, truly, that is the best thing you can do. If anything, I'm gonna move this slightly down.
Yeah.
If anything, they played too conservatively, too strategically. Jordan made some really good calls, but one of the calls was, we can't make this jump right now. We're going to get hit if we make this jump right now. And they're right. 99.999 times out of 10, out of 100, I'd tell them, you're right, don't make that jump. However, this time I'm like, guys, you have no builds. You have very little ammo. You're running low on heals. At a certain point in the game, you're just going to have to make the call. We're going to full send this, right? Then you can get the opportunity to full send anything in game two because they were out of position. Yeah, it was unfortunate. There were two really unfortunate drops tonight. Jordan and Jack's drops, and then Easton and Cohen just couldn't scrape that together in Division 2. And I was really pulling for them to have a big night tonight. But, you know, we've got 2 more nights of playoffs. And other than those 2 drops, and what a night. I mean, what a Fortnite night.
Now that we can talk about the positive.
What a Fortnite night, honestly.
Guff
Truly.
just
played
arguably some of the best Fortnite I've ever seen them play.
I want to give Eli some props here. Eli and I had a very long conversation pre-drops this evening where Eli's like, I need to go walk. I'm like, I'm going to walk with you. And Eli correctly identified the weakness that I think you and I have talked about. I've talked about it on stream before. That their communication is the problem. And I said, listen, man, I love you. I love what Lachlan does. I love what you do. You two are like hunting dogs where it's like the second you smell the prey, you
gone.
go.
Yeah.
And I was like, there's a problem there. There's a disconnect between what your actions are doing and what your partner thinks is going to happen. And in order for us to make this work, in order for us to get the best results, you have to have that communication.
Absolutely.
And so Eli was like, cool, we talked about it. We brainstormed a couple ideas together. It was a really cool moment. And Eli was like, sweet, let's do a quick 2-1 countdown. That was it. So you probably heard him go 2, 1, go, 3, 2, 1, go, 1, go tonight. I heard him do it over comms, and the difference between their performances historically this season and what happened right now is cavernous.
Yeah, absolutely.
It is literally just that little thing. So parents, when we tell you, hey, video games are soft skills, I'm not joking.
They sure are.
The difference between a 25th place and a 3rd place finish is the simple act of communication. But again, I'm going to give Eli his props here. Eli clearly identified, he's like, this is our core weakness right now. Coach, how do I fix this core weakness? And it became a conversation. I'm like, cool, how do you think we could fix it? Then that back and forth conversation. But it started with him taking ownership and be like, this is what I think we are struggling with. How do we rectify that?
Absolutely.
And that's such a cool thing as a coach to like watch a kid take some ownership of it like that. It just makes me really happy. Kind of makes me feel like river dancing or grittying, I guess, in this case.
And you did.
In this case, yeah. Oh my gosh, yeah.
And finally, I want to ask about the hype a little bit, but the pressure. You know, we are in playoffs, and we are very close to ESC qualification kind of coming out.
Yeah.
And the pressure that our 3 stream teams tonight, you know, Jack and Jordan, Lachlan and Eli, and Brady and Nick have a lot on them. So can you talk to me a little bit about kind of what those guys were doing and how mindsets were with knowing that pressure is a thing?
I think it's going to vary from team to team. Eli and Lachlan I almost think the pressure is a blessing. I think, and I straight up again said to Eli and Lachlan, I'm like, if this is something you two want, it's do or die tonight, basically. Like if if you have a bad playoff series, you are most likely not going to go to Florida. Let's just keep it a buck. Let's keep it a stack, right? And that pressure coupled with the realization of, oh, there are some real flaws in our game that we can fix, made immediate improvements. For Brady and Nick, I'm just going to be honest, I don't think they feel the pressure at all. Brady, you're talking about a kid who has had what, 3 banners now to his name, 4 banners now to his name at this point.
Yeah, a lot.
Has been to multiple playoff series. This is not one of those lights are too bright kind of moments. I've never been on this stage before. He has been on the stage many times. And truthfully, Nick is one of the chillest fraggers I think I've ever had the pleasure of working with, where he could be literally in a trench in World War I somewhere and probably be fine. Like his resting BPM would probably be like mine, like right now. Right. So for them, I think it's just business as usual. And that presents its own set of benefits and challenges for me as a coach, right? Which is really, really cool, because it's like, cool, if this is business as usual, then you guys can take this methodically, you can take it strategically. Like I guarantee tonight was a little bit wonky because this is Nick's first playoff series. And I think, you know, as calm as he is, I think there probably was a little bit of jitters, even if he's not letting that show. I guarantee you, when you and I have a conversation next week during the last week of playoffs, their results will be much higher.
Absolutely.
Would be my guess, because that has traditionally happened a couple times to Brady. His first playoff series, that's exactly what he was like. And he's a very similar player to Nick, and so I can only imagine week 2 is going to feel a little stronger for Jack and for Jordan. I think the pressure is going to be a growth opportunity, if I'm going to call it anything. So Jordan has won a Division 1 banner with us, which is huge. Jack has won both the Division 1 banner with us, a Division 2 banner with us, and then a 0 build banner with us, right? So again, both of them, a lot of higher experience, but this is the first time I think that the two of them have had a real tangible goal that they're working towards and they want really badly in the form of ESC in Florida. They really want to go. They really want to participate. And for them, it's going to be a growth opportunity. How do you handle that pressure? How do you move with that pressure? What are you going to do to make that pressure happen, and work towards it, make it work for you? And that's going to be kind of what I'm hoping to work with them on. Now, granted, fingers are crossed, Jordan will be here next week, and that'll be a conversation we get to have. And hopefully, when we have that conversation, it'll be a conversation of how great they're doing in the last Division 1 game. So yeah, all in all though, too, huge shout out to everybody that played. A lot of great Division 2 finishes tonight too. I just want to give a shout out to Lucian and Micah. Had a fantastic series of drops. I want to give a shout out to Benny Boy Jones out in Division 3, who I guess apparently decided he is good at Fortnite and killed 8 people in the last like 10 minutes of a game. Yeah, I'm like, whatever, sure, man. And then Liam got a kill too, which is like, I was like, what happened? And Benny Boy's like, I remembered I like shooting things, and I thought about the Backrooms trailer, coach, and I got excited. And I'm like, great, think about the Backrooms trailer all the time.
Absolutely.
I'll put the Backrooms trailer on loop for all I care. Put it on one of the screens next to you, dude. But again, I know, we obviously get a chance to talk about all the Division 1 players, but like every single division tonight really did some incredible stuff, some really cool stuff. And I told the guys beforehand, and I feel like I say this every season, this is the best season of Fortnite that we have played since I've stepped in as coach.
Absolutely.
So I mean, what is there to say other than I'm stoked?
Of
and
course.
I got a whole other week of it.
And
so.
I have to give a huge shout out to Roland for coming up here and doing really well, actually. Had a lot of fun, I hope. And he did well. He was cool, calm, and collected.
He's kind of a natural.
Yeah,
we talked about pressure making something happen.
He was.
Oh my gosh. But yeah, in any case, Coach Christian, I'm really happy to be up here and happy to have a great night of Fortnite, and honestly just stoked for playoffs.
Of course. Well, Coach Al, thank you so much for your time.
Sir.
All right. That is going to do it for us here, y'all. Hope you guys enjoyed. Hope you guys liked the show. Hope you guys are able to bear with us there as we worked through some technical difficulties. We always work through some technical difficulties here. Nothing's ever perfect, but that's all right. That's why we have fun. So until Thursday, where we have some Valorant playoffs for you guys. Hope you guys are doing well. Hope you guys make it throughout the week. Have a great and lovely week. And until Thursday, from myself, Coach Christian, and everybody here at VHEL Capital, thank you guys so much, and good night, everybody.